Hello. Welcome everybody to our flight from Boise up to Spokane. And just getting this stuff going. Plane should be pretty close to set up. Sorry about that. All right. Let's see. Fuel set up. All right. Okay, we are get everything set up on the airplane here.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the captain speaking. On behalf of ourselves and the entire cabin crew, we would like to wish you a calm and safe flight. We have just finished loading and will soon start taxiing to the runway. The flight should take place according to the scheduled time. We ask you to read the safety cards on the seats in front of you and follow the cabin crew's instructions. Thank you and have a nice flight.
All right, sorry about that. All right, our plan should be loaded now. Yes, we are loaded. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, we're set up there. We're set up for a flaps 2 departure. Okay, let's get our clearance going here.
Delta 213, ready for airways to Spokane.
Delta 213, Boise clearance cleared to Spokane. Radar vectors Alaya, then as filed. Maintain 7,000 feet. Expect flight level 380, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.9er, squawk 0005.
Cleared to Spokane. Radar vectors Olea, then as filed. Maintain 7,000 feet. Expect flight level 380, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.9er, squawk 0005, Delta 213.
Delta 213, read back correct. Contact ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start.
We'll contact ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start. Delta 213, thanks.
Delta 213, you're welcome.
All right, guys, we got our clearance now. So looking good so far. Let's get the plane ready here. Go out to our plan, verify that looks is looking good, so we are good set there. We'll just go to nav. Be ready to go. Okay, check our overheads. We'll get our beacon on. Strobes on. And we'll keep them on auto. All right, let's get the APU started up. This looks good. Okay. Looks good. Right.
Southwest 582, Gate Charlie 6 taxi via Delta, Alpha.
Gate Charlie 6 via Delta, Alpha, Southwest 582.
Alright. So let's go outside for this. I'll show you the Boise Airport here that we're taking off from. So we can get ready and request a
Boise
pushback.
ground Delta Tree 155 requesting pushback.
Delta Tree 155 pushback request accepted.
Delta 213, Gate Bravo 18, request pushback and engine start.
Delta 213, Boise ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face east.
Pushback approved. Face east, Delta 213.
So a little explanation on this. I am still working on two different systems here.
Boise
Just
ground Delta
because
Tree 155 requesting pushback.
I'm trying to get
Steer the
GSX to
aircraft to
start
the
working
right.
on my computer. It's been kind of
Delta
a
Tree 155, your
hassle.
request has been
So
transmitted to the operator.
I don't have that exactly started. So pushbacks will get better when I can get that figured out and get it
Southwest
loaded on here.
3423, at Gate Bravo 17, request pushback and engine start.
Southwest
So we're still
3423,
using
Boise ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face southeast.
Pushback
ground
and
Delta
engine
Tree
start approved.
155,
Face
requesting
southeast,
end of pushback.
Southwest 3423.
Delta Tree 155, request to end pushback received.
Alright, so we're gonna get this all started up here. We get rid of this ATC. So this is the Microsoft Flight Simulator ATC program that pushback, all that stuff. So that's what we're using because GSX hasn't fully loaded onto mine yet, so I'm trying to work that out. But yes, so that's basically what my setup is. I'm using Beyond ATC as my air traffic control, so that's what you're hearing, the talking and stuff like that. So okay, we are pretty much set up. Good. And request taxi.
Delta 213, taxi for departure.
Delta 213, runway 28 left taxi via Alpha, Mike. Hold short runway 28 right.
Runway 28 left taxi via Alpha, Mike. Hold short runway 28 right, Delta 213.
Okay, so we are taking off 28 left. Here we
Southwest
go.
3423, taxi for departure.
Southwest 3423, runway 28 left taxi via Alpha, Mike. Hold short runway 28 right.
Alright, we'll taxi to runway 28 left via Alpha, Mike. Hold short runway 28 right, Southwest 3423.
Southwest doing Southwest things there. Taxing pretty fast. That's awesome. So it looks like we will be following Southwest out here. definitely gonna have to adjust my settings. These airplane or these cars that are.
Delta 213, cross runway 28 right at Mike. Continue taxi via Alpha, Mike.
Okay, that's our clearance across
Cross
runway.
runway 28 right at Mike. Continue taxi via Alpha, Mike, Delta 213.
Okay, while we're taxiing, we're gonna set the airplane up for takeoff. We'll put flaps 2. Speed brake is arm to low in case we have a failure. Charlie. And Southwest is going to be holding us up, looks like. Or did we miss our... No, we didn't. This is Mike.
Delta 213, contact Boise Tower 118.1.
Contact Tower 118.1, Delta 213.
Okay, so we are switched over now to the tower. So we're kind of waiting on Southwest here to get out of the way. He didn't get clearance, but I did. So we're kind of just waiting on that, I believe. I think he's in front of me for sequence. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and move him. I guess not. Maybe not. Wrong one. Sorry. Let's see. Set up. So yes, we're out of around him. What do we do? Let's get our lights on. And we can turn the APU off. Turn on the gens. Lights. And taxi lights are on. Put those on. Alright. So new system, and I'm gonna have to do something. Don't look, this is bad. So we can get in the right sequence here. Alright, so we're going to contact for departure.
Delta 213, ready for departure, runway 28 left.
Delta 213, Boise Tower. Wind 300 at 11, gusts 15, fly heading 280, runway 28 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 280, runway 28 left. Cleared for takeoff, Delta 213.
And there we go. Wind up.
Southwest 3423, hold position for traffic. I'll call you back.
Hold position, Southwest 3423. Southwest 3423, ready to go, runway 28 left.
Southwest 3423, runway 28 left, line up and wait.
Rotate.
Runway 28 left, line up and wait. Southwest 3423.
You're up. Last one.
23 Boise Tower. Wind 300 at 11, gusts 15 are in Evita Fingu. Runway 28 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Runway 28 left, are NAV to Fingu. Cleared for takeoff. Southwest 3423.
Delta 213, contact Big Sky departure.
Contact Big Sky departure. Delta 213. Have a good day. Big Sky departure. Delta 213. Good day. 5,600 feet.
Delta 213, Big Sky departure. Radar contact. Climb maintain flight level 190.
Climb maintain flight level 190. Delta 213.
Delta 213, turn left, heading 310.
Turn left, heading 310. Delta 213. Big Sky departure. Southwest 3423. 3,500 feet.
Southwest 3423, Big Sky departure. Radar contact. Climb maintain 16,000 feet.
Climb maintain 16,000 feet. Southwest 3423.
All right.
Delta 213, clear direct Ola. Resume on navigation.
Roger. We'll head direct Ola, then resume own navigation Delta 213. Thanks.
You're very welcome. Have a great flight.
All right, so we're all cleaned up in here, as you can see. Absolutely love the scenery in this. Very close to the real thing. I absolutely love it. So this is Flight Simulator 2020. I did try to download the 2024 when I got this game. I've been out of the Flight Simulator games for a little bit. Just kind of off. I've absolutely loved doing them. So it's fun to get back into it and invest my time into it. And always loved the game. Always loved the product for a while. I'm kind of excited for 2024, but I think it's a little too new still. And there's a lot of issues that I've been finding that people have been having with it. So that's why I kind of went to the 2020. Haven't had the issues. I'm still getting really
Delta
good
213,
frame rate.
contact Salt Lake Center 128.05.
Contact Salt Lake Center 128.05. Delta 213. Salt Lake Center, Delta 213. Good day. Through 16,900 for flight, level 190 direct Ola.
Delta 213, Salt Lake Center. Climb and maintain flight level 380.
Climb and maintain flight level 380. Delta 213.
Up we go.
Delta 1539, contact Salt Lake Center 118.05. Take care. Contact Salt Lake Center 118.05. Delta 1539. Have a good one.
So, like I said, just a lot of fun. I'm really excited to get back into this. This is my first time doing this kind of videos, so I apologize. I will hopefully get better with this as I do it, but I am, like I said, I'm really excited for this. personally, looking at like how the graphics are, I'm very impressed with how 2020 is. Like, I still remember playing Flight Simulator back in early 2000s, and that's the one I played with. Um, so just seeing how it's come along has been fantastic, and it's very fun to see the videos. I love watching other guys do these, especially the real airline pilots. They're very fun to watch. So just having the opportunity to do this, I am a big Delta fan, so you will see a lot of my flights being Delta. I am also an Airbus fan. I love the product. Uh, Delta's usually who I fly with. I do fly Southwest, but when I travel, I usually like to fly Delta. So my very first flight was this route that I'm actually taking. I did a video earlier this week that I put out that was basically Salt Lake to Boise, and then now we're doing the Salt Lake Spokane. So this was my very first flight ever flying. So this is kind of why I'm doing it. So I think what I'm going to do is after this, I'm probably going to go fly it from Spokane to Portland. Is probably where I'm going to go, and then drop south. So, but I'm probably going to change it up a little bit. Probably change the airplane to a different airline or something. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I appreciate it. Hopefully I sound good. I just got this mic and everything, so I'm trying to work out the balance of this. Like I said, as I'm sure everybody can tell, I'm new at doing this, so we'll see how it goes. Just absolutely stunning scenery. I love the Rockies. Kind of fun looking at this right now from this angle because on Monday I've actually got to leave and drive this, so I got to do all this area.
Southwest 138, flight level 349er.
Southwest 138, Salt Lake Center, radar contact.
So yeah, like I said, I'm going to be driving this whole route right here on 84 up to Portland on Monday, so it's kind of fun now flying it a little bit and seeing everything from the air. So we are kind of going out and around to line up with the runway for Spokane, so it shouldn't be too long of a flight. We probably are going to get up for a minute and then we'll descend back down. Back inside. I guess we can turn that off and let our people walk around in the cabin for some reason. For some reason people like to get up and walk around on flights. I have no clue why, but anyway. It's fun. My dad was the one that got me into flying, having the want to be on the flight simulators and things of that sort. So him and I share the same passion that flying's just the freedom of it is just something fun to think and play with. So being able to see the ground that people won't see, there's just something special about it. You couldn't see it in any other angle other than this. Just, yeah. Even though this is a game, the people that built this game have just done a fantastic job. This looks
Salt
so,
Lake Center,
so good.
southwest 3423, through 1313,000 for 16,000 feet, direct Rio.
The fact that I can trace 84, this is all
Southwest
84
3423,
before
Salt
we'll
Lake
bend
Center.
here.
Good day. Climb, maintain flight level 320.
Huntington
Climb,
and
maintain flight level 320, southwest 3423.
so this is all the freeway down here. Background, there's a rest area right here. Concrete plant is right, actually the concrete plant's right here. So it's funny, I've been buzzed right here in my truck. Been buzzed right here by some
Salt Lake Center,
F-15s
American
coming out of Boise.
2672. Good day. Flight level 320.
They
American
literally came out from this
2672,
side.
Salt Lake Center.
They literally came out this side and just buzzed me and a bunch of other trucks. It scared the crap out of all of us. It was quite funny. So now I did forget a step, and I apologize for that. I did before I took off. I just realized, and I hope that this number is correct, but I did not check it with the airport when I took off. So that is a fault of mine. So I apologize.
SkyWest 3833. Contact Seattle Center 123.905. Have a good one.
Contact Seattle Center 123.905. SkyWest 3833. Have a good one.
I like kind of look around in the cabin in
Delta
here.
2764.
Awesome.
Contact Seattle Center 128.15.
Center on 128.15. Delta 2764. Have a good one.
See what all works in here. Anyway. Set up a little bit higher here. Looks like we are staying on planned route. A little bit of turbulence. That's what this rocking is right now. Is we're hitting a little bit of turbulence. So let's turn that back on. A little bit of rough air. Get our terrain on.
Salt Lake Center, Southwest 1085. Good day. Flight level 290.
Southwest 1085, Salt Lake Center. Radar contact.
Now on my last flight, the one from Salt Lake to Boise,
Salt Lake Center, Alaska 637. Good day. Flight level 350. Alaska 637, Salt Lake Center. Radar contact. Salt Lake Center, Delta 403, good day. Flight level 350. Delta 403, Salt Lake Center, radar contact. Allegiant 637, contact Salt Lake Center 132.25. Center on 132.25, Allegiant 637. Have a good one.
My apologies, guys. I had to step out for a second. Looks like we haven't really missed too much. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna set this up. Let's see. Cruise altitude.
Salt Lake Center, United 687, flight level 340. United 687, Salt Lake Center.
Cruise over here. So right now what I'm doing is I am looking at the charts for our airport for landing. Looks like ILS 21 is what we're going to be landing on. So
Delta 213, contact Seattle Center 132.6. Contact Seattle Center 132.6, Delta 213.
okay.
Seattle Center, Delta 213, flight level 380.
Delta 213, Seattle Center.
Alright guys, we're going to set this up for configuration. Landing.
Southwest 2708, contact Salt Lake Center 128.05. Center on 128.05, Southwest 2708.
So and then we're going to get this stuff when we get closer to our landing. So this is a number I can put in from our charts. So I just wanted to go and get that. That's a Cat 1 approach is what we're looking at. So just wanted to go get that real quick and then see what we can do on that aspect. That is good. We can go out to there. Can I show a little more out? Outbound, we're just
Seattle
cruising
Center,
right
Delta
now.
477, good day. Flight level 330.
Delta 477, Seattle Center. Seattle Center, Alaska 647, flight level 348. Alaska 647, Seattle Center, radar contact.
Again, I have to step out. I'll go grab my stuff. Let's see. Nice. I just love the look of this. It's beautiful. All was done very, very well. Just my opinion on that aspect, but yeah. Around a little bit.
Seattle Center, Delta 2764, flight level tree 17. Delta 2764, Seattle Center, continue climb to flight level 340. Continue climb to flight level 340, Delta 2764. Delta 2764, Seattle Center, amendment to your route advice ready to copy. Wilco ready to copy, Delta 2764. Delta 2764, expected 5, runway 10 left. Expected 5, runway 10 left, Delta 2764.
It looks like the blues right here where I'm over. Yeah, bedding, man. Just looking at that'd be the Pendleton area down in here.
Horizon Air 2092, Seattle Center. I have a traffic management reroute for you. Advise ready to copy.
Roger, ready to copy. Horizon Air 2092.
Horizon Air 2092, expectations 5, runway 16 left.
Expectations 5, runway 16 left. Horizon Air 2092.
Looks like we will be turning here in just a second. So let's go back up.
SkyWest 3958, contact Salt Lake Center 2805. Have a good day.
Contact Salt Lake Center 2805, SkyWest 3958. Have a good one.
I'm hoping for some cloud cover. I really want to do another landing with some cloud cover.
Horizon Air 2018, contact Seattle Center 126.1. Contact Seattle Center 126.1, Horizon Air 2018. Take care. Delta 2764, contact Seattle Center 128.15. Contact Seattle Center 128.15. Delta 2764, see you.
this is where I usually like to fly when I'm on a plane. I'd love to see sit right next to the engine because I love when we land. I can watch it as they put it into reverse. Reverse thrust is just, it's really fun to watch. So, 17. That's one thing with
Seattle
GSX.
Center, SkyWest 3389, flight level 368.
Something with GSX that I'm
SkyWest
wanting it
3389,
for
Seattle Center, copy.
is that we get a lot more passengers and stuff. It'll actually load passengers in the planes. So a little bit more realism at it. So that's kind of what I'm after when it comes to that. So should be low on fuel.
SkyWest 3389, cleared direct jet. Resume on navigation.
Roger. We'll head direct jet, then resume on navigation SkyWest 3389. Thanks.
I don't think we're too far out right now from the airports. We might be getting really close.
Horizon Air 2092, descend via Chins 5 arrival, Seattle Tacoma Airport landing runway 16 left, altimeter 3022.
Descend via Chins 5 arrival, Seattle Tacoma Airport landing runway 16 left, altimeter 3022, Horizon Air 2092.
So we're still balanced out a little bit. We are definitely getting down into bingo fuel, so we should start our descent here shortly, though. There's our descent coming out, so we will start our descent here shortly.
Delta 213, approaching our top of descent, ready for descent.
Delta 213, after Moses Lake, cleared via Zoomer 2, pilot's discretion descend and maintain flight level 340, Spokane landing runway 21, altimeter 3006.
After Moses Lake, cleared via Zoomer 2, pilot's discretion descend and maintain flight level 340, Spokane landing runway 21, altimeter 3006, Delta 213.
NWH is where we will be doing our descent. That's what they just told us. We'll be into 16 left. I think that's where it's, yeah, that is where we're going to step up. That'll be our ILS 21, so this will in there. that up.
Seattle Center, Horizon Air 2053, 6,600.
We are correct. I'm wrong. I apologize.
Horizon Air 2053, Seattle Center, copy.
That is my mistake. We are going to be at the right runway, so we are good. Definitely getting confused on those charts, so I apologize for that. Looks like 2-1 is going to be out and around, so it's going to have to go out and around the airport a little bit. Definitely getting close on fuel, so.
Delta 477, contact Seattle Center 123.9 or 5.
Center on 123.9 or 5, Delta 477.
They're set for a full flat landing.
Seattle Center, Alaska 500, flight level 340.
Alaska 500, Seattle Center, radar contact. Delta 213, contact Seattle Center 126.1.
Center on 126.1, Delta 213, see you. Seattle Center, Delta 213, descending via Zoomer 2, flight level 380.
Delta 213, Seattle Center, roger.
Okay, so we're going to set this up for our next altitude that we want to start ascending to. So we are starting. We'll start our descent now. Looks like on our descent.
Horizon Air 2018, contact Seattle Center 132.6.
So our descent
Contact
to
Seattle
1.
Center 132.6, Horizon Air 2018.
Our descent on 2-1 is going to be starting at about 5,500 feet is what it's looking like. So we'll get a chance to fly over the
Seattle Center, Horizon Air
airport
2053. Good day.
and go from there. So
11,700.
Horizon Air 2053, Seattle Center.
$34.
Jazz 465, contact Seattle Center 120.3. Center on 120.3, Jazz 465. Have a good day. Send down 1,000 feet. Start descending in our turn here. Delta 213, descend and maintain 17,000. Altimeter 3006.
Descend and maintain 17,000. Altimeter 3006. Delta 213.
Definitely getting light on fuel. here. Shows our passenger loadout. Fuel capacity, what we started with, our cargo. Aircraft configuration, performance. So that's in pounds, but so this is something I need to set up real quick.
Air Canada 297. You were assigned flight level 360. I show you at flight level 349er. Climb, maintain flight level 360.
Roger. Climb, maintain flight level 360. Air Canada 297.
Alright, she's trying to figure out how to get that transitioned in to get the code. So I apologize for that. Normally I can get the code up here, and I will definitely
Seattle Center, Alaska
find it.
500, flight level 330.
But right now it's just we're just gonna keep
Alaska
it on this.
500, Seattle Center. Continue climb to flight level 340.
Continue climb to flight level 340, Alaska 500.
We're definitely getting close now. As you can see. So, like I said, we're gonna go out and around the airport, and then we'll turn back. So it looks like they have us landing from the east to west.
Delta 213. Contact Spokane approach 3335. Contact Spokane approach, Delta 213. Spokane approach, Delta 213. Flight level 223, we have Oscar on board.
Delta 213, Spokane approach, altimeter 3006, expect the visual approach runway 21.
Altimeter 3006, expect the visual approach runway 21, Delta 213.
So far looking pretty dang good. I'm pretty happy with how this Beyond ATC has been operating today. I know it was giving me fits when I did the Salt Lake to Boise. I wasn't getting any of this traffic, so I'm very happy that it's working better today. It makes the realism of this flight so much better. So if you get into wanting to do this, highly recommend this Beyond ATC. It's very fun, and there's a lot of different things, especially when you get into the Beyond ATC. You can get into a bunch of other mods. GSX is one that I really want to see it operating and working on here.
Southwest 2444. Lead ropes heading 345. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 21.
And a lot of that is
Leave
just
ropes heading 345. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 21, southwest 2444.
I've been having a lot of issues with it
Delta
loading for
213,
me.
descend
So.
and maintain 14,900. Descend and maintain 14,900, Delta 213.
Go down 14.9.
Southwest 2444, turn right, heading 300, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 300, southwest 2444.
Southwest 2444, turn right, heading 335, descend and maintain 7,000 feet.
Turn right, heading 335, descend and maintain 7,000 feet, southwest 2444.
Seatbelts are on. We'll get on final, we'll get all our lights on. Good on record.
Delta 213, leave gangs heading 035. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 21. Leave gangs heading 035. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 21, Delta 213. Delta 213, turn left, heading 035, vectors for the approach. Expect further clearance in about 33 miles. Turn left, heading 035, Delta 213.
Apologies on that one.
Delta 213, descend, maintain 7,000. Descend, maintain 7,000, Delta 213.
Seven. 035 for our heading.
Southwest 2444, turn left, heading 285. Intercept the 21 localizer. Descend, maintain 6,000.
Turn left, heading 285, intercept the 21 localizer. Descend, maintain 6,000, southwest 2444.
This is the airport we're going to. That's our, I believe. Actually, not. No, that one is it. That's it. I don't remember which one this one is.
Delta 213, turn left, heading 330. Turn left, heading 330, Delta 213. Southwest 2444. Airport is at your 10 o'clock, 15 miles. Report the field in sight.
We have the field, southwest 2444.
Southwest 2444. Cleared visual approach runway 21.
Cleared visual approach 21, southwest 2444.
Southwest 2444. Contact Spokane Tower 118.3. See you.
Over to Tower 118.3, Southwest 2444.
Gonna fly this for a minute. I can't get the plane to do what I was wanting it to do, so we're gonna hand fly for a minute.
Delta 213, turn right, heading 020. Turn right, heading 020, Delta 213.
Airfield's right there. We got a Southwest flight, looks like taxiing. 20. Turbulence there.
Delta 213, wind check.
Wind 300 at 11, gust 15.
0. Oh, here, a little low. Let's just back up. 0.
Spokane approach, Delta 213. Good day, 6,800, we have Oscar on board. Delta 213, Spokane approach, altimeter 3006, expect the visual approach runway 21. Altimeter 3006, expect the visual approach runway 21, Delta 213. Delta 213, turn right, heading 150, intercept the 21 localizer, descend maintain 5,400. Turn right, heading 150, intercept the 21 localizer, descend maintain 5,400, Delta 213.
Okay, so we're going to get this all set up for the approach here. Go flaps 1 on this. little bit over speed, so we'll get the speed brakes out right now. Slow down.
Delta 213, airport is at your 1 o'clock 16 miles. Report the field in sight.
Let's take off that. Got the field in sight.
Delta 213, airport is at your 1 o'clock 16 miles. Report the field in sight. We have the field, Delta 213. Delta 213, cleared visual approach runway 21. Cleared visual approach 21, Delta 213.
Flaps 2. Alright guys, here we go. It's gonna get fun. This flaps 3. Okay, at this point we're gonna go up here, we're going to turn on all our lights. Okay, lights are on. Runway's right ahead. We're now going to switch over to approach. Plane has it.
Delta 213, contact Spokane Tower 118.3. Over to Tower 118.3, Delta 213. Spokane Tower, Delta 213, visual runway 21.
Delta 213, Spokane Tower. Wind 200 at Niner. Runway 21 cleared to land.
Runway 21 cleared to land, Delta 213.
All right, perfect. Cleared to land. We're going to set up our auto brakes. Our brakes are on low for this landing. We're going to wait just a little bit longer, and then we're going to go to flaps full. That is the Spokane Valley. Just was up there last week on Monday. So kind of fun. Definitely feel that crosswind. You can kind of see it. It's just kind of rocking us. Stay at flaps 3 for a minute. Give you guys an outside view here. Gear down. She is rocking like crazy. It was windy. Here. On with the lights slope. Full flaps. Hands on sticks, ready to go. This is going to be a fun landing. This is a fun crosswind right now.
400. 300. 200. 100. 40.
A little high, a little high. A little too soon.
30. 10. Retard. Retard.
Alright,
Retard.
put her down.
Delta 213, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, Delta 213.
Okay. Real quick. All right. That I'm happy with that. Coming off the A4. Flaps up, speed brakes up. What's going on here? Sorry, I've been getting a little bit of problems with some of my thrust master stuff. Got an issue with my parking brake. It sometimes will engage, so it looks like we just landed with full parking brake on.
Delta 213, contact ground 121.9er.
Ground 121.9er, Delta 213. Have a good day. Delta 213, request taxi to assigned gate.
Delta 213, Gate 3 Charlie, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Gate 3 Charlie taxi at my discretion, Delta 213.
Alright, so we're going to 3 Charlie. So 3 Charlie should be right here. Hold for a second. area, so let's go to those Delta ones. Shut the plane down. We are landed. Gotta go back into my settings and make it where it stops doing that. Alright. Turn this on for a second. Get our jetway connection
Spoken
done.
ground Delta Tree 155. Could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
Delta Tree 155, the jetway is going to be connected.
And then we'll get baggage service
Spoken
going.
ground Delta Tree 155. Could you please send the baggage?
Delta Tree 155 baggage is on the way.
Alright. So, and at this point we will restart the APU up. Just keep power on. And we can turn off all the taxi lights. Okay. Anyway, welcome to Spokane. So hopefully everybody liked the flight. I'm not too sure of the gate that we're in. I don't think that it is I don't believe it is the correct gate that they assigned. So I guess we'll see on that one. I hope it was, but we'll have to check it out later. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate the support, watching it all the way to the end. I'm actually looking up that gate right now. So, and I do not see a Charlie 3 gate. So I'm going to say that it's mostly just a mess up on the Beyond ATC. But anyway, guys, I appreciate the support and watching it to the end. So, again, thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.